So this time I want to talk a little bit about some reminders, so a little bit of housekeeping stuff that we need to make sure that we're doing. The first thing, I got some questions this week on the KPI system and how it works. So I'm going to kind of do a quick overview of that again so everybody understands. So the monthly KPIs are the primary way that we rate all of our team members. And there's two primary components to it. The first is the management KPI. And that's a subjective KPI. That's your manager's, your team lead's assessment of your performance based on what they've seen through the month. So like the tasks that they review in score tasks, for example, like kind of what they've seen and things done there, that can help influence their opinion and how well you've done and how consistently you've worked and all that sort of stuff. The second component is the objective KPI. And the objective KPI is meant to be a metric that's sort of outside of an individual. So, for example, the easiest one for us to track is the sales revenue KPI. And that's just simply like if people hit certain levels of sales, then they receive a certain KPI. Same thing with marketing client revenue retention. We basically do a calculation each month, and we see the percentage of revenue retained, and from that we derive a KPI. For some positions, we don't really have very clear objective metrics, although we're coming up with better ones for both recruiting and for our designers and developers going forward that we'll be rolling out soon. So that'll be a little bit less subjective, and there'll be more objectivity there. Then the overall KPI is simply a combination of those two. So an example here, so we have Ned, the copywriter. And if we say that Ned's KPI is number of pages written, his objective KPI, let's say he wrote 370 out of 400 pages this month, and that would really be a KPI of great, we'll say. Now, if his management assessment was a needs improvement, so let's say there was lots of complaints from other team members and from our clients about Ned's work, and he wasn't properly editing the copy, and the clients were finding errors, and it wasn't really on the topic that they were looking for, he would get that needs improvement. Now, as you guys remember, our KPI system is outstanding is the very best you can get. Great is the second, then good, then needs improvement, then needs immediate improvement. So with that system, it would be great, and then needs improvement, and then in between those would be the good. Now, people have ratings that are right next to each other, so let's say that Ned, instead of needs improvement, he received a good, and it was he had a good and a great. It's a little bit up to team lead's discretion on whether he's more on the good side or more on the great side. The team lead will decide that. Any questions on the KPI system? Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, cool. Now, the next part, I have a pop quiz. I like pop quizzes. Okay, so my question, first of all, I'll make it an open question. Is there anybody here who feels confident that they can name most or all of our company's core metrics that we look at? Remote team members, I'm going to have to exclude them from this because I could have the sheet up right in front of them.
We have it.
Oh, you have it right?
Yeah,
cheaters. Okay. Well, let's see if anybody can explain them in their own words. Is anybody confident enough to be able to explain them and understand what they are? And this could be the remote team too. You guys can, if anybody feels confident that they can explain our key metrics. I'm gonna pick somebody. Joe, you look very confident.
I was hoping to look lost, actually. I guess I can design development milestones, just hitting our milestones as they come up and being efficient. Through that, ideally, you want to be ahead of your milestones, and also under hours. Yes, new sales revenue would be bringing in more sales.
Okay. Nice.
Administration and operations, I think it's self-explanatory, just making sure processes internally are kept organized and straightforward. Yes, retention, recruiting a world-class team, again, straightforward, finding
Mm-hmm.
people that fit our system and can learn our system as well.
Mm-hmm.
And client marketing, revenue retention, keeping clients.
Yeah.
I think it's just pretty simple as that.
All right. Well, thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. I know nobody likes to talk in front of a big group of people except for me, but that was a nice job. You kind of explained all of them. Well, let's see. Maybe we'll have a little more participation. Maybe Kelsey, do you want to share what marketing client revenue retention means without all those big ugly words that we have?
Maintaining our clients and maintaining their revenue. So basically, not having clients cancel.
Now, how do we go about doing that?
Just maintaining the relationship
Mm-hmm.
and getting them good results.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. It comes down to relationship and results for our clients. Let's pop into another one. Do we have Gabby? Is Gabby on here? Prima? Let's see. The recruiting team is not on here, fortunately. Okay, well, I will have to ask them separately. Design and development milestones. Natasha.
Just making sure that the projects are completed early and under budget.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What's more important to us? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the most important factor. Their hours, preferably. And that's a preference. If we can get it done on time and sooner, we're okay with going a little bit over hours. And since I've had Rebecca helping out a little bit with our sales team. Rebecca, maybe you can kind of talk about our new sales revenue. What does it take to bring on new clients, in your opinion?
In my opinion, it would be really qualifying the lead.
Sorry, Rebecca, you broke up a little bit. Could you try again?
Yeah, so for new sales, it's qualifying the lead, making sure that we're really being thorough in the sales process when we talk to them, identifying their true needs and matching that up with great proposals and following up frequently.
That's a great point. Follow up frequently. Yep. Rebecca hits the nail on the head. Obviously, it's working with the leads, really understanding what they need, coming up with a custom solution for them that's really going to achieve their goals that they have, give them a good proposal, and then following up frequently because they have a tendency to forget sometimes that they talk to us. So yeah, that's exactly right. And everybody actually kind of participates in sales because it's the work quality that everybody else does that ultimately decides whether the new client will come on with us or not. If our other clients are happy and they're seeing good work and we have great web designs we can show, we have good case studies on the marketing side, they're much more likely to sign up with us. Maybe I'll have Brian share a little bit about your thoughts on operations, accounting, and efficiency. What do you think goes into that stuff?
Oh yeah, so operations and efficiency, we just want to make sure that the company can operate in an orderly fashion so that everyone else can do their positions. Over in my end, I need to take care of billing, the payroll, things like that, that no one really wants to,
well, it's a very important area. I would say nobody wants that done. I'd say everybody, that's probably the biggest priority.
Yeah, so as long as
very important.
everything is going correctly, I think that's how we do operations and efficiency.
Yeah, well, you're right on that, Brian. Definitely, I think, number one, the company doesn't exist if we don't get our billing out to our clients and we don't follow up and make sure that we collect on the revenues that agreed to pay us. And everybody here, I assume, probably wouldn't keep showing up, or maybe there'd be a few of you left, but if we stopped sending out paychecks, it probably would not make me a popular person. And Brian would be very unpopular as well. So, and then obviously we provide support for the team, and I like the work that Katie does in operations. She just went out and got us some snacks for our office today, and she helps maintain the office and works with the team members, sends out remote our copyright payments. All those sorts of activities are really important to keeping things running. Who's going to be the winner on, oh, did I put this in twice? Our recruiting retention. Okay, so recruiting and retention, I'll put that in myself. So that's recruiting. Recruiting, obviously, it's, well, not obviously, but it's sourcing, screening, and reporting. So what does that actually mean? So sourcing is getting the best applicants to come in. And you guys can play a part in that. If you know really smart people, we'd love to have you guys refer them to us and have the opportunity to bring them on. And I think everybody likes to work with your friends anyways, so that's a good thing. Then screening. Everybody's gone through our skills test who works here. So it's very important, and I think that's how we're able to maintain such a great culture and such a great quality of work across the board, is those skills tests and screening process that we have to make sure we're finding the right people. And then reporting, helping us understand how we can do the other two items better. Retention, obviously there's a number of factors that go into this one, ranging from compensation to our career development goals, the culture we have, all those things play into it, and that's what we try and work on there. So we cover each of our areas. I think we did. Now we can dig into each one of these a little bit further. We have sub-points to each and sub-points, and it goes on. So, but nice job there on the pop quiz, and thank you for everybody who volunteered, we'll say. Okay, so the other items I want to talk about, a little bit more housekeeping stuff. I want to make sure that the whole company works together and that you guys understand, and especially as we're bringing on new team members, which we're going to be doing at a hopefully an increasing pace here, that you guys make sure that you introduce yourselves, make them feel welcome, help them understand how the company works, how you fit into it, and coordinate well that way. I especially want to make sure that our SEO team members work with the digital producers on letting clients know sometimes what the clients can be doing to improve their own campaigns. And I want a lot of communication back and forth. I don't want there to be a line, much of a line between our SEO team members or our PPC team members and our digital producers. I don't mind if our SEO team listens in on phone calls and helps out with that with clients. And on the other side, I don't mind if our digital producers, especially when you have the available time, hop into an actual campaign and help them out with link building or reviewing the title tags or spotting out issues on the site and actually participating in actual production work and getting things done. Want people to coordinate well there. Now, we are doing pretty well right now with Natasha and Nikki involving our production team leads, Amon and Backer, in our quote request process, and that started to help us get a little bit better scoping for our projects in improving there. We also want to make sure that we have our production team members still joining in for the kickoff meetings, because I think that when a production team member hears directly from a client, they can kind of understand the importance and the passion behind it, and it brings things to life a little bit more. And our developers should work with our designers to continue making sure that the designs that are eventually turned over to them are the easiest possible that we can do to make their lives easy on the design side or on the development side. There's a lot of things that don't matter to a client one way or another, but are easy things for us to adjust in the design, can save a lot of time on the developers themselves. Another item is we do want to control our client expectations. We don't want our digital producers allowing the clients to dictate projects. We do want to we want to be the experts, and we want to be able to advise them with authority and confidence, and especially on the web development side on what to do. And when they come back with lists of changes and things like that, we want to be able to talk to them about it and build a solid relationship where they respect what we're trying to do. We also want our digital producers on the SEO side to continue to take the time to explain to them and help them understand that it's a 12-month process. It takes time to build up results quality, and different clients have different timelines, and you don't know exactly how long it's going to be ahead of time. But we've seen our work get amazing results over and over and over again. So we do want to help them understand that and see how our work goes. So yeah, so doing all those things will continue to help with these goals we talked about in the quiz that drive the company forward. Anybody have any questions on our review or any thoughts on any of that stuff? Does all this make sense to everybody? Well, if it makes sense, all right. Well, if anybody does have questions, feel free to talk to your team leads or any team lead or myself anytime. Our job is to help support you guys and give you guys the right direction to go. Now, I think maybe we'll have Nikki. You can talk about kind of the updates from your team and what you and Sasha put together for this month.
Okay, yeah, or if you want to like switch off reading them.
You just go ahead. We'll let you go. We believe in you, Nikki.
Okay. So Chase Olson has been very impressive this month with his project milestones. He's completed branded specials and urban oasis discovery phases 2 weeks early, along with Voltage Automotive's design phase 2 weeks early, and that's kind of a tough client. So great job. Related to that note, big thanks to Jake for completing Voltage Automotive's design phase 2 weeks early. Yeah, and his client had a lot of small changes to make, and he got them done really quickly. And it's a Magento project, so great on giving us some extra time. The web team is completing more and more milestones on time or early. We've actually completed all of our project milestones for October already, so hopefully this can give a little extra time to development and we can get more projects completed sooner. So great work, everyone there. Aman and his team launched 2 websites, Machine Guns Vegas, which was, waited on that one for like a while because of the client, and like going back and forth with them. So great job on that. And then Table Talk Tech. Both of these projects launched in one day, so great job, Aman, and great job to Vishal and Divya for getting each one of these projects out on time. And an extra thank you to Divya for completing Table Talk Tech with many remaining hours left over. So great job, Divya. And then I'm also doing an amazing job. Ben, Krista, and Dan. Ben continues to quickly catch on to how we run things, and yeah, so great job, Ben. And Krista's back from a little vacation, so she'll be ready soon to take on projects. And then Katie may not directly be part of this team, however, she's been amazing with upkeeping some sheets that help us manage the web dev team. So you're a spreadsheet guru.
Well, thank you, Nikki. Thank you for those updates. Do we have Backer? Backer, you're there. I heard you earlier.
Yep. Hello, everyone. So my team updates for this week. Farhan have started working on a project called Wheel Supply Co. So that's a very good start. Hopefully it's going to be done on time. It's an exciting project because it has some challenges in it, so I'm very optimistic about Farhan doing this one. We've done addressing QA items and onboard script fixes for Yarnbarn, a very troubling and complex website based on its data and the kind of products they sell, and everything included with it has a lot of troubles. So good job on that one, Oliver. Joseph and I are trying to push the macro market into launching the website. We've addressed everything from the client. Also, we've done some little out-of-scope stuff just to make him happy. Now working on some out-of-scope to be paid, so we can work on them. Otherwise, we're going to launch very soon. And in general, we're trying to push some main or the most important SEO items for the SEO team in terms of development. So great job, Farhan and Oliver, and that's it for this week.
Okay, thank you, Backer. Aman, do you want to share your team's updates?
Yeah, so, well, most of the updates which has, I mean, for the front-end team, Natasha and Nikki has already mentioned in the conversation, like we have launched MGV and Table Talk technology. So great job, Vishal and Divya and Julio. So also, I would like to mention Vishal's name here because he was working like 12 hours a day. I mean, when we were launching MGV, he was there for like 12 hours continuously. So great job, Vishal. I really appreciate your hard work. And Karan B. Singh is handling a huge list of SEO, huge number of SEO development tasks. So great work, Karan. And Julio is also working on an OPG. He has finished the homepage, almost finished the homepage for OPG. This is a challenging development milestone that we have given to him, so he's working with on this project. So keep it up, Julio. We are looking forward to get this completed by 26th of October. And Divya is also has done a good job recently with achieving the development milestone at a good speed. So good job, Divya. Farhan Sheikh, he's doing good job now. He has improved. He's improving in his speed. So good job, Farhan. And yeah, we have finished Agua Casta's development. So yeah, Aman is doing his. Aman was working on this actually.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you very much, front-end development team. Sounds like we're just working hard, getting a lot of stuff done. We'll come on down. Rebecca, you want to share your team's updates?
Sure. So first I want to start with a special thank you to Andres because he did some really great work for two of my clients in particular, State Van and Smitten. He created banner ads for both clients, but it was really nice to hear both clients say how much they loved it. It's not something we hear all the time, so I really, really appreciate him doing a good job with that. And then, as noted by the web team, MGV launched this week, and that's definitely great to hear, and that was good for Paula and pretty much everyone involved, so thank you to everybody. Chase O, kind of stated before, but he moved a series of projects kind of into the next phase rather quickly. So Brandit and Urban Oasis moved into the design phase, and then Voltage and Poster Foundry moved into development. So all those projects are currently ahead of schedule, which is really, really great. I'm sure the clients are super happy about that. Kelsey and Nikki upsold Outdoor Photo Gear to sign an agreement to reskin their website. So really good to get an upsell. Wonderful. And then Vache was really persistent and finally was able to catch up with Teamwork Retail and continue some of their retainer work despite the fact that the client had been pretty much unavailable for about 2 months. So he was able to kind of just keep that rolling and get the retainer work in. That's it.
Okay, well, thank you, everybody, and it's always great to hear, as I mentioned earlier, when it's a team lead or somebody notices somebody in another area of the company helping them out quite a bit. That's great to hear, and thank you, Andres, for doing great work on that project. Joseph, are you there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. Morning, everyone. Yeah, so Andre was able to get 2 lead quality links for Gracious Bridal and reported increasing organic traffic for sites assigned to him. So we have CPP Diesel, Joy of Socks, CBS Altitude, District Outdoor, and Expressions. So basically, we actually try to check the weekly wins for these clients, and also Sanjeev reported this increased for Shop Scarp, Melanie Casey, Gracious Bridal, Wishing You Well, TVA, Gray Malin, Trophy Outlet, and Krav Maga. And also for last week, we were able to finish 2 pre-launch site reviews for MGV and Joy of Socks. Of course, MGV has already launched, and we're expecting Joy of Socks for that one. And a special shout out for Sanjeev for exerting extra time for MGV site review last week. So,
okay. Well, thank you very much, Joseph. And Andres, I've also heard great things about your work this week. You guys should definitely keep up on that. Thank you. Ashok, do we have Ashok on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Want to share your updates?
Nothing much from PPC team this time. Overall, in general, PPC team is doing good. But just a reminder for PPC Tech and me, John and me, apart from DPs, we have prepared a spreadsheet to fill out for all the client accounts in order to be ready for holiday season, which is approaching slowly to us. So that's it from PPC team. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, that's a great point. The holiday season is coming up, and we need to be deploying out PPC and SEO campaigns around that. If there's like our copy and content, our SEO, guest blog posts, all that stuff can involve different holiday campaigns or ideas. If you guys have them, let's make sure that we push that forward for our clients. If you don't have ideas for a specific client, make sure you talk with your team leads or other team members and kind of brainstorm about it and make sure that we move those forward for our clients. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's have a great week and enjoy your lunch break.